And then he got mad and threw me against the wall and the stove. And then he threw my daughter against the refrigerator and cut her fingers.
And then he started kicking the door, and the door almost busted open. We were holding the door, and then my kids are, you know, crying and screaming and stuff, saying, "Mom, is he gonna kill you?"
These are just some of the realities the Women's Center of San Joaquin deals with each day. It's stories like these and the faces behind them that prompted 8 women to hold a garage sale in the spring of 1976. With the $275 they earned, the doors of the Women's Center of Stockton opened for the first time. It wasn't long before they realized just how much their services were needed.
Soon it became obvious that women in the community would respond to having a place they could come. And soon we began to learn things that we hadn't known about the breadth and depth of the needs of women. And as women began to catch on that there was a place that they could come and be heard and understood, they came.
The mission statement they wrote all those years ago continues to serve as a guide today to provide a wide range of supportive, educational, and crisis intervention services to victims of domestic violence and sexual assault, enabling victims to once again regain control of their lives and become productive members of society. Today, the outreach and comfort offered at the Women's Center continues to expand to touch and change lives.
I'm making it. I'm climbing that ladder. There's a picture of a rock climber with courage underneath it. I feel like I'm climbing that rock, but I'm going someplace with it. I'm not stuck in bed anymore in pain. I call it the Women's Center, my angels of God. They were there every step of the way. And I've told everybody here that I'd do anything for the Women's Center. They saved my life. They saved the lives of my children.
Each year, tens of thousands of battered and sexually abused women, children, and men call the 24-hour crisis lines, seek counseling and support groups, use advocacy services, get legal assistance and help with temporary restraining orders, and seek refuge in emergency shelters in Stockton, Lodi, and Tracy. The Women's Center's success would not be possible without the generous support of local agencies and businesses.
You can't have a successful business if you don't live in a prosperous community, and if you don't live in a community where the people are healthy and well. So I think it's in everyone's best interest, you know, if you have children or grandchildren, right? We all want to live in a better world and a better place. So when we have the opportunity to touch as many customers as we do a day, it would be wrong for us to not use that to help agencies like the Women's Center to help people build better lives and save lives.
The Women's Center is the county's only provider of certified services to victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. But we're not doing it alone. We partner with dozens of other agencies to help victims, like law enforcement agencies, medical providers, child and adult protective services, victim witness, the district attorney's office, and countless other supporters who also see the value and necessity in putting an end to these types of crimes.
After those scars have healed and the wounds have mended, it's the emotional scars that are left not only on the significant other, but the children, because the children learn from that type of behavior. Study after study has pointed out that the leading indication of future conflict or future violations in this area are due to being exposed to it as a child.
And the needs are as great as the statistics are startling. Here in the United States, 1 out of 4 girls will be sexually assaulted before age 18. Every 45 seconds, a woman is raped. Every 7 seconds, a woman is battered. An average of 4 women are murdered every day by their male partner. Violence has no boundaries. In general, women and children are affected, but more and more we're seeing men come through these doors.
You're only as sick as your secrets, and once you are willing and in a place where you feel safe and you can discuss some of these things. Just a simple fact of letting them out and having someone that's willing to listen and give you some guidelines.
The Women's Center of San Joaquin has been a beacon of hope for so many in our community and is rated as one of the top 10 service providers in the state.
Since 1976, the Women's Center of San Joaquin County has made some great inroads in educating the community about domestic violence and sexual assault. We certainly have a long ways to go in helping the community better understand the complexities about the issues, which mean it's not just the physical, it's the emotional, the psychological, the spiritual, the financial. How do we get there? We continue to invest more individuals in our issues. We help to bring the community as financial supporters of our issues. We need the community to be a part of the solution to help us reduce violence in our community.
With your help, the Women's Center of San Joaquin County can continue to reach out and change lives. Lives like Brittany's.
The Women's Center saved my life. The reason why I said that was because if it isn't for therapy, doctors who can actually help the people who need the help, like the three of us, we needed a lot. But we got through it, and I'm really thankful for that.
The Women's Center, opening doors and changing lives.